What's going on, everybody? This is James from About Trout. If you're new here, we are a fly fishing outfitter based in northwestern New Mexico with a primary focus on fun, obviously, and the San Juan River, which brings us to today's video. Temps are up, the bugs be going crazy out there, and I really hate tying pheasant tails, and I ordered a bunch, but your boy can still tie. I'm going to show you a stripped down, fast, simple, effective Baetis pattern that you can crank out, super durable, and we'll get to tying this. I'm going to tie this today on a very special vise. This is a CNF Marco Polo. So if you've been paying attention to the news, the Japanese yen is dipping. So this is kind of a grail vise for me. I do a lot of traveling. And it's a pain to kind of bring all of my tying stuff all the time. So to have a nice compact system like this, I'm going to do a couple videos tying on this. We'll set it up, and I will do a review on it. Enough with the yapping. Let's get to wrapping. Okay, so loaded up in the vise, I have a TMC 100 size 20 using 18-aught Semper Nano silk, and I'm just gonna start about, I don't know, eye and a half length. I'm gonna wrap that to about where the barb should be. I'm gonna trim. So on a travel vise like this, I gotta make sure to not knock this out of focus. They're not too terrible to tie on. This does have a rotary feature, but I'm gonna wrap this back to the barb. I just gotta be careful to not move it to knock it out of focus, but so far, so good. So once we wrap that, we're gonna grab some Coq De Leon. This is speckled Pardo. This is just a super quick little durable Baetis pattern. I'm gonna grab, I don't know, 3 to 4 fibers. And I want these to be, I don't know, 3/4 of a shank length. There we go. Good enough. So I'm gonna wrap these to my initial start of the thread. Gotta be careful not to bump this vise, but you know, if you're looking for a packable travel solution, this vise is pretty incredible, and all the tools are as good as they get. So here comes the flashback part. So this is small Opal Mirage Tinsel. I'm just gonna tie that down, a couple wraps. So usually when you're tying, you tie the ribbon first. It doesn't really matter here. But anyway, so now I'm taking a piece of small brown Wapsi wire, and I'm just gonna wrap both of these back to where the tying point is. That's good. I really hate tying pheasant tails. I don't know if I've said that before. All right. Now, before we do anything else, I'm just going to take the honey brown Bic marker, which everyone's accustomed to seeing. I'll hit it, and then I'll hit it again. Just touching wraps. And I would be tying this a lot faster on a vise with a heavier base because I am trying my best to not knock this out of focus. Okay, so now that we have this, we're just gonna take this flashback, line it all up, and just come over the top. Just do a couple loose wraps, pull, and I have that flashback nice and wrapped. You can use the rotary feature on this vise. I'm not going to. And then I'm just gonna palmer this thread forward. Now what's cool with the Marco Polo vise is there is a bobbin cradle. So I'm just gonna put that, my bobbin in the bobbin cradle so I can get in here and work. Gotta make sure these are exactly spaced, or I won't get a single lead on this fly. And we're just gonna wrap this back up to about, I don't know, the 60% point. So once we're there, I'll pop this up out of the cradle. And then I'll pull the flashback back. And I'll spiral off the wire. We're almost done. All right. Next step, we're going to take 2 pieces, or even on this size 20, you could actually get away with 1 piece. So let's just do 1 piece. I have been tying with 2, but we're going to take 1 strand of Peacock Herl and tie this in by the tip. And we're going to wrap this just to the eye, and then you guessed it, here's the thorax. Like I said, I hate wrapping pheasant tails. Once you get this down, you can really knock these things out. And the other thing is, yes, peacock is fragile. And if this busts out, just strip it out and keep fishing it, because we're going to hit the back of this with resin. So, all right, now I got my little peacock thorax. I can come in here, trim, take the crystal flash, pull it up right over the top for a wing case. Then what I'll do is I'll pull that back. And now I'm going to use my CNF whip finisher. It's a rotary. It's very nice. 2, 3. All right, second whip turn, 3 turn whip finish, so that 10 times fast is complete. Just gonna trim off the thread, trim off the top. And then just for added durability, I'm just gonna come in here and just hit the back of this fly with the best resin on the face of the earth. Some solar as bone dry. If you want to get really creative, you can run that right over the top. Protect the wing case. Actually, challenge accepted. Let's do it. Actually, no. Okay. Congratulations, you just tied yourself a fast, simple, and effective Baetis pattern. Why don't we just call it that, the FSE? Well, congratulations, we did it. We tied a fast, simple, and effective mayfly Baetis. You can make it into a PMD, whatever little mayfly lives where you're at. That's a super quick one, durable. It'll last those fish teeth. We got to test out the Marco Polo, the CFT 1000 vise. Big fan. You'll see a lot of this in the future, but thank you so much everybody for watching. Let me know if those flies work for you or if you tie something similar, and I will see you guys on the next video. One love.